Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. So today we are here in the studio and this is going to be a rant, just letting you guys know straight up firsthand before you guys even stick through the video. This is going to be a rant. So I wanted to talk about color theory and my thoughts on it. So flashback a couple of years to when I started, I had no idea on what colors I should go for. And I was really stressed out because I felt that I had to follow the color wheel, study it, do all these different things just to make my work look cohesive, so more organized in that sense. So as time progressed, instead of stressing about the color wheel, I made up my own color palettes and went with that. So for example, the painting behind me is actually one of my second largest paintings to this date. And it's a 64 by 30, I think. I'm not even sure. I have to measure it after this video actually. But yeah, so this is a 64 by 30, and quick story about this painting. I had no idea on what colors I wanted to use. I didn't refer back to the color wheel, and the reason why I didn't do it, because like I said previously, I have been so stressed looking at color wheels, trying to figure out what colors go with what and like what would make the painting stand out more. Because in the art world, from my opinion, I feel that people follow the color wheel so that way colors are more appealing to people. So as for if you were to follow your own rules, a painting won't look as cohesive or organized, which I find is beautiful. I mean, not everything has to be planned out like the color wheel, you know? So I feel like during this journey of mine, I'm still learning how to embrace the random color choices that I put into my paintings. And, you know, today I, was talking to my husband and I was expressing to him how I should change my art theme, well, my color theme, that's what I meant, not art theme, my color theme, and make it more cohesive. But now I feel like I'm suffocating myself and I'm limiting myself just to one specific type of color theme, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's been really stressful for me. And I feel like a lot of the times whenever I'm trying to create a painting, now I'm like, okay, what colors can I use that are on the color wheel so that way it stands out, when in reality, that's not what I want. So I think right now I am experimenting on colors and how I want them to be instead of trying to follow the specific way of color. And, I did have this like mindset only because, I am a self-taught artist. So I looked up to other artists, for example, on YouTube, or I would read books and they would recommend using color theory, it would stress me out because I'm trying to figure out like, okay, if I use complementary colors, then that would lure people in more to my work than as if like I don't like have a color theory thing going on. So it's really hard like to this day to figure out what colors I want to stick to, but I love the fact that when I do mix colors, it makes the painting, and I feel more connected to it than as for having to write down, specific colors from the color wheel. For example, for primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. You know what I mean? Like that's not where I want to go. And then there's also other ways to blend in colors, which I don't got time for. I don't have time to blend in colors and make it like this set thing. Like I love to just mix colors, and I love to mix colors and not feel tied down to this one method. So it's very difficult because there's times when I have this attitude, like I'll have this, I'll literally think this way for some time, and then I go back to, okay, well, maybe I should follow the color wheel. So it gets so stressful, but I think overall important is going off of what feels right for you as an artist. Like from my opinion, from just my experience, the only way that I can accomplish a painting is by just grabbing random colors, mixing them together, and whatever I feel looks right or it feels right, I'll apply that to canvas. So, my art, it's very all over the place. From my opinion, I mean, just looking at it, the color, in terms of color, it's all over the place, but I think that's okay. It's okay. I'm learning to accept that. and not think because I'm not using what other artists are doing, like they're using all these different primary colors and blending in and all these other, like, I don't want to tie myself down to that. And I want to stand out because of the colors that I do come up with instead of using the color wheel. So many people may not agree with this video or feel that it's ridiculous that I don't follow a color theory or go by the fundamentals or rules of art, but that's just how I feel. And even though at times I do feel that I should be following the color, I should follow some type of theory, I usually just like step back and be like, okay, you know what? This is ridiculous. Just create from what you feel. And that's what art is all about. And for those that use a color theory, that's awesome. That is amazing. I've heard people go to school for art and that's literally all they studied was the color wheel. So that's what they incorporate to their paintings. They know the way on like color. They know their way through color. And that's great. And other people like myself don't follow the rules and they go off with whatever that feels right for them. So yeah, I really wanted to get this video out there just to share my overall thoughts on the color wheel. I may make another video about this, but that's just what I felt in the moment. At this moment, that's just what I felt. So let me know actually if you guys use the color wheel or don't, and just share your experiences because I would love to hear everyone's input on the color wheel. Please list down your experiences down below and we can go ahead and chat about it. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for tuning into this video and I'll see you soon. Bye.